This patient was referred to me for endodontic treatment of tooth number 21. As you can see, large fill into the pulp. So this was a necrotic tooth, of course, and look at that periapical lucency right there. All right, so that's the tooth here, and you can see a sinus tract right there on the buccal of the tooth, right there. As you can see, okay. Probings were 1 to 2 millimeters all around. Percussion, slightly tender. Palpation, slightly tender. So we discussed options with the patient, talked about root canal versus extraction, and patient decided that he wanted to try to save the tooth. As you can see, he's missing a bunch of teeth here, so these teeth are all very important. So that's what we did today. We went ahead and did this root canal in one appointment. Take a look. And here's the post-op. As you can see, everything went beautifully. And we went ahead and temporized the tooth and referred the patient back to his dentist for the permanent restoration. This patient was referred to me for endodontic treatment of tooth number 5. As you can see, crown on the tooth, and look at that huge recurrent decay right under the crown. So I looked at this tooth when I saw the patient first a couple of weeks ago, and I wasn't sure if this tooth could even be saved. So I recommended to the patient, go ahead, go back to your dentist, have your dentist cut the crown off, clean out the decay, and your dentist will determine if there's enough left of this tooth for him or her to try to save. If there's enough left for him or her to try to save, then they will refer you back to me and I can go ahead and do the root canal. If the dentist cuts the crown off and cleans out the decay and there's nothing left of the tooth, then he or she will have the tooth extracted. And patient agreed. So patient came back today and said that his dentist cut the crown off, cleaned out the decay, and according to his dentist, there was enough tooth left for them to be able to work with it. So they just wanted me to go ahead and do the root canal. So this was the condition of the tooth when he came back to see me today. There was no temporary crown on the tooth. This was just cavit. And again, patient said that his dentist told them that they could save the tooth once they cleaned out the decay and examined the tooth. And according to the dentist said that he could, he or she, I don't know, save the tooth. Anyways, so that's what we did today. We went ahead and did the root canal on this tooth. I don't need a CBCT. I can see 2 canals here already. And here's the post-op. As you can see, 2 canal systems, 24 millimeters, 22 millimeters. Everything went great. We went ahead and temporized the tooth and referred the patient back to his dentist for the permanent restoration. This is how it should be. I mean, I shouldn't even have referred the patient back to the dentist for the dentist to cut the crown off and clean out the decay and assess the tooth to see if they could save it. This should be something automatic that every dentist should do before they refer their patient to a specialist. They should do this automatically, because we can't make that determination for them. If I did that, let's say I cut the crown off, cleaned out the decay, to me, maybe this tooth wasn't salvageable, because every dentist, the training is different, their expertise is different, the experience is different. And I'm not a restorative dentist. I'm an endodontist. So it's up to the restorative dentist to determine if the tooth that they're referring for an endodontist to do root canal on is salvageable or not. For me, it could be an extraction, but for the dentist, they could easily save the tooth. Or for me, it could be okay, I can do a root canal. It looks like there's enough tooth left for the dentist to work with, but I could do the root canal, and to me, there was enough tooth left. But for the dentist, the restorative dentist, the dentist who takes over after my root canal, maybe for them, there isn't enough tooth left. So this is something that the restorative dentist needs to take care of, to determine whether they can restore the tooth before they refer, and not put it on our shoulders to decide for them. This is my front office staff member, my team member, tooth number 9, periapical relucency there, and tooth was discolored. And she's young and she's beautiful and she wanted to do something about it. So we went ahead and did this root canal for her. Take a look. So the apical diameter here was 50. So this is white MTA followed by gutter perchance sealer, and we placed a permanent build-up for her also. That's another angulation. That's another angulation of the tooth. We did this in one appointment, of course. Everything went great, and well, I'm an endodontist, so she's gonna probably veneer the tooth, maybe that one and tooth number 8 together, so they color match, and that'll take care of discoloration. But as you can see, everything went great. Again, this is white MTA because the apical diameter was over 50. Well, it was 50, not over 50. It was 50. When the apical diameter is 50 or larger, I place an MTA plug. MTA seals better than gutter perchance sealer.